It's not that things have got more expensive. It's that the dollar is worth less. It's been said that you can take a gold piece, a 1 ounce gold piece, 150 years ago, and it would buy you a good business suit. Today, the same thing is true. A 1 ounce gold piece will still buy you a pretty good business suit. In other words, the value of gold really hasn't changed. It's that paper money that has gone up, or in this case, down.
The elite have stolen 91% of the value of your money. Now they're going to steal what's left. Because he said to me, the dollar will devalue between 30 and 50% within the next 12 months. Man. Do you realize that the retirement of that person who began many, many years ago to prepare for their old age has now been devalued 91%? Oh, yeah. And what little bit is left will be done in within the next 2 years, according to the elite. Your Social Security, your pension fund, all of these things you're depending on. I feel so sorry for the senior citizen. I don't know what to do.
Let me back up and give you another angle. Let me back up to the price of crude oil. Again, in addition to doing a radio program and pastoring a church, I'm also president and CEO of an oil company who plans to go drill a well in Israel. And I also, God has got me involved in selling crude oil products on the side. Very interesting. About 6 months ago, some people came to me and they said, we have a Saudi prince that wants to sell, I believe it was 50 million barrels of crude oil a month. And he's willing to give a great discount of like $6 a barrel if someone will just come and buy it directly. And of course, I began calling some of my sources, some of the refineries in America, trying to see if they would buy it. Every one of the refineries says, absolutely not. If we want any Saudi crude oil, we will call Aramco and we will buy it directly from them. We don't need you bringing it to us. And I said, yes, but can he offer you a $6 discount? Or are you buying regular Platt price? No, we pay Platt. And matter of fact, we're not allowed to buy any discounted oil. Now, here's what's really happening in my opinion. I believe that as the price of the crude oil has dropped down to $50 a barrel as part of the ruling elite's plan, and of course in your other DVD set, you begin to explain how they're doing this to begin to bankrupt the OPEC countries, then what they've allowed them to do is to go back behind the scenes, under the table, if you will, to begin to sell some of their crude oil. In other words, not going through Aramco to get a better price for them. Even though they're giving a $6 discount per barrel, a much bigger discount, they're able to make more money by going under the table. Still crude oil, it's legal, it's not illegal to do it, but many of the refineries absolutely will not touch it, and I believe it's because the ruling elite tell them you will buy it through Aramco. Or if you want Nigerian Bonnie Light, you will buy it through Nigerian Petroleum, then NNPC, National Nigerian Petroleum Corporation. You have to buy it through the normal sources. But of course, there's some people that want to get a little bit more for it, and they don't go through the regular market sources to do so.
Then the ruling elite invented the greatest theft that has probably ever taken place in the history of this world. And they're called derivatives. I promised that I would give an explanation of derivatives in this DVD because it is so vital that you understand what they have done and how they're able to accomplish all of this. Now, in DVD number 1, we talked about Dubai City and the problem that Dubai City is having as a result of the world economy. I'd like to distinguish between Dubai City and Dubai World. Make a big distinction between the two. Now, you saw what's happened in Dubai City, which is a partial result of all of these economic things. But Dubai World has its tentacles in everything imaginable. Real estate, They tried to take over and run all of the port facilities in America, and you remember there was quite a squabble in Congress over that. But this individual, this elite, said to me, Chaplain, do you have the foggiest idea how devastating the derivatives of Dubai World have been to the banking system today? And he went on and on and on to talk about derivatives. Now, derivatives are very complicated financial instruments. Even people who trade in them sometimes have a difficulty understanding. It is estimated that there are over 100 trillion, now you did hear me correctly, I did not say billion, it's estimated, that there are over $100 trillion in financial derivatives floating around the world banking system today. And much of this was created by, he said, one of the biggest traders in derivatives is Dubai World. And he said, the average person has not the slightest idea how close to a complete collapse of the financial system, banking system there is worldwide.
Not just America, but
no,
worldwide.
Worldwide. Because of the default on derivatives over Thanksgiving weekend of Dubai World. $80 billion they defaulted on, and of course much, much more has gone on under the table since then. But he kept on elaborating just how drastic this whole situation is. So at this point, I would like to explain visually, if I can, by this that you're about to watch.
So this is much bigger than any Bernie Madoff scam.
Oh my goodness, Madoff is that's a Sunday school picnic compared to what the world is facing today in the derivative market. So right
I say
now,
that because that affected a lot of people. This is going to affect a lot more people, right?
Oh, this is going to affect the core of the banking system worldwide. Not just in America, but in every nation of the world, and every institution that handles money is involved today in derivatives.
Now, I know in the other DVD, he kept saying, now, Chaplain, don't call it a depression. Is he still not calling it a depression? I mean, what are you going to call this? A worldwide meltdown financially?
They really aren't putting a name on it because they have everything to gain by what they're doing, and which I'll explain in a few moments. And most
But that's what it is. It's a worldwide
meltdown.
Depression, really, isn't it? Can we call it that?
Can
we call it that?
It's a worldwide financial meltdown. It really is. But it's what they want. And they invented the derivative market, the elite did, many years ago for the purpose of doing this. They knew it would eventually come to this because of the illicit or wicked, or however you like to classify it, depending on how your mind works,
their plans.
Plan of what derivatives are. Derivatives are they're dastardly. I mean, they're evil. Derivatives are something that exists, but it doesn't exist. So, okay, watch it.
It's a legal way of stealing from all of the world. Not just America, but all of the world, right?
Yes. So watch this on derivatives right now, and then we'll go on from there.
One more quick comment. On the front of Morals and Dogma, it has a phrase. It says, ordo ab chaos. It's Latin. It means order out of chaos. What order? A new world order, a world government system. Out of what chaos? A chaos they create. Yes, I think that has to do with World War III, but I think that it also has to do with our finances. So they're building a new society, a new secular, a novus ordo seclorum, a new world society, not based upon the Bible, out of the ashes of the old world society. And that's what they're really doing here.
New world order.